Hello, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to this special Royal Rumble recap show. I'm your host, Ron Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. Hopefully, everybody is enjoying their Sunday and had a good weekend so far. This year's Royal Rumble took place at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. But before we get started, to my subscribers out there, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, click that subscribe button. It'll be greatly appreciated as well. Now, let's get started. Uh, just going to kind of just run through the list here, and if there's any kind of notes here I have about them and such, I will mention those. And basically, just uh, run through who eliminated the participant. Anyway, leading off was Gunther, uh, who was just a workhorse tonight. I think they calculated it as 1 hour and 11 minutes. That's a long run. Number two was Sheamus. Three was Miz, who was the first one eliminated, and he was eliminated by Sheamus. Kofi Kingston, Johnny Gargano, who was eliminated by Dominic Mysterio and Balor. Xavier Woods then came in at number six, and it looked like the New Day was going to face off a little bit, but they decided to play the butt bongos. Uh, Xavier Woods, I think he was the third one eliminated, and he was eliminated by Gunther. Karrion Kross came in. He was eliminated by Drew McIntyre after the Claymore kick. Chad Gable came in and gave all the other little guys uh, suplexes. Um, yeah, he came in and gave Gargano a suplex, Kingston a suplex, and interestingly enough, him and Xavier Woods had a little amateur contest. Um, which I mean, Xavier Woods was a accomplished amateur wrestler in the state of Georgia. After that, Drew McIntyre came in. Santos Escobar came in. Uh, I thought it was cool for Pat McAfee to call the Hurricane the Frankensteiner. I haven't heard it called that since, gosh, Rey Mysterio made his debut. Number 11 was Angelo Dawkins, and number 12 was the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Brock would go on to eliminate Escobar, Gable, Dawkins, and there was a little face off between him and Gunther. They got a pretty good pop from the crowd. However, number 13, Bobby Lashley came in and said he knocked some few people out of his way to get to Brock Lesnar, and he wound up eliminating Brock Lesnar. And Brock was not happy at all. Started tearing up furniture and uh, shoved a shoved a referee through or over the barricade into the fans. After that, Baron Corbin, who was eliminated by Seth Rollins. 15 was Seth Rollins, and he was actually eliminated by Logan Paul. Otis was eliminated by both Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Rey Mysterio, but he didn't appear. Apparently, there was a little backstage altercation. That's what they're calling it. Uh, Basically, Dominic took him out. I think Ray must have got injured on his during the SmackDown match with Karrion Kross, which leaves number 18, Dominic Mysterio. 19 was Elias, who didn't last long. He got eliminated by both Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Finn Balor, Booker T. He was eliminated. He got to show a little bit. We got the spinner Rooney, but he didn't last too long. He got eliminated by Gunther. Damian Priest, Montez Ford, who got eliminated by Priest. Then Edge came in, huge pop for him. He will actually eliminate Priest and Balor. Was about to eliminate Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio, but he was actually eliminated when Priest and Balor pulled him outside the ring. Of course, Edge would go after Priest and Balor. Um, and when that was up on the stage, Rhea Ripley came in and she attacked Edge. Then popped up Beth Phoenix came in and gave Rhea Ripley a spear, um, which guess we'll see what how that ends up. Maybe an elimination chamber match, I guess. Then rounding out this thing was number 25, Austin Theory. He was eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Uh, almost. He was eliminated by Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman was uh, eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Ricochet, Logan Paul. Number 30 was the return of Cody Rhodes. Let's see. Ricochet and Logan Paul had a little highlight reel where they both did springboard double clotheslines to each other. Let's see. Ricochet was eliminated by Theory. Logan Paul was eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Dominique was eliminated by Cody Rhodes. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. The last two guys on the ring was the workhorse on night was Guthner and Cody Rhodes. They gave him some time in there and let Guthner chop the crap out of him. I don't know. I'm trying not to cuss on a Sunday. But anyway, yeah. Uh, just I guess this is check that peck out a little bit. Make sure it's well in place. But in the end, though, it was Cody Rhodes eliminating Gunther, and your winner and going to WrestleMania is Cody Rhodes. Okay, next up we have the Mount Dew Pitch Black match. I guess we're having our mattress sponsor now. I guess there's a return of a drink called Mount Dew Pitch Black. Not a big Mount Dew drinker, so I know the Code Red and the regular green Mountain Dew and the Diet Mountain Dew. That's about it. Anyway, sorry to digress there. Basically, this thing looked like a. Any of you people watch Batman Forever? Or remember that part in Batman Forever where young Dick Grayson found out that Bruce Wayne was actually Batman, took the Batmobile for a ride, I guess went into the bad part of Gotham City and fought some street gang who was wearing like glow in the dark war paint and gear. That's kind of like how this looked. Basically what this looked like, and probably like you would guess that Bray Wyatt would kind of dominate early. Uh, just giving LA Knight a whooping until LA Knight was able to springboard off the rails into a clothesline on going through the announce table, and LA Knight would kind of do his best. Man, he kept wailing on Bray Wyatt with a kendo stick, but in the end, Bray Wyatt would counter a strike with Sister Abigail and secure the win. Oh, but wait, there is more. In the aftermath of this, Bray Wyatt would put on a different mask, creepy looking mask. Actually, pretty cool. I mean, a creepy, cool mask. Then he went after LA Knight. LA Knight tried to defend himself with that kendo stick, but Wyatt pretty much no sold that. Once they got up on the stage, uh, Bray Wyatt would put him down with a mandible claw, uh, laying him out. Excuse me. Then up on this, like on top of the rail of the stage, I don't know what you call that. We seen Uncle Howdy, and Uncle Howdy decided to take a dive off there and put LA Knight right through the stage. Nice explosion. Looks like some of the a creepier look version of the puppets from uh, the House of Fun thing he did for a while. But yeah, this was it looked pretty. Everything looked pretty cool. I mean, it is what it is. Next up is a match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship match. The champ Bianca Belair defending against the repossessed, but she's in control. Alexa Bliss. They just started going at it with each other. Uh, Bianca did some brawling there. She was in control of that. Then Bliss took the leg out and kept it pretty much, a little bit of strikes here in wrestling to take full control. Uh, Bianca, though, would, gain back control using her power and a little more brawling. They went back and forth a little bit. Uh, at one time, looks like Bliss was making a little comeback when she countered the KOD, but, you know, uh, that didn't last long because eventually Belair would nail the KOD to Alexa Bliss, and that's how she picked up the W. And of course, after the match, we get a little light show, some creepy visuals on the big screen, and with a voice that saying, "Hey, Bliss, are you really in control?" And of course, after the match, we get a little light show, some creepy visuals on the big screen, and with a whew, now this show is pretty packed here. Uh, Now we go to the women's Royal Rumble match, and based on this, do the same thing I did with the men. Probably a little bit quicker though. Let's see. We got number one, Rhea Ripley, who is still selling the spear given to her by Beth Phoenix. Two was Liv Morgan, Dana Brooke, who was eliminated by Damage Control. A surprise entrant, Emma, but she was wound up being eliminated by Dakota Kai. Shayna Baszler came in. I believe she was also eliminated by the Damage Control. Bailey was actually eliminated by Liv Morgan. B-Fab, she was the first one actually eliminated. She didn't last she didn't last long at all. I think that's clocked in at 30 seconds, and she was eliminated by Ripley. Uh, Roxanne Perez, very impressive, I thought. She was very fluent in everything she was doing, but she didn't get part in this match. She stayed in for a little bit, but she wound up being eliminated by Damage Control. Dakota Kai, she was eliminated by Becky Lynch. Io Sky was eliminated by Becky Lynch. Natalia was eliminated by Damage Control, and as you can tell, Damage Control, once they was full force in the ring, they kind of run roughshod on everybody. Uh, Number 12, Candice LeRae, who was eliminated by Io Sky. Zoe Stark, another powerhouse from NXT, but she was eliminated by Sonya Deville. XCLE, oops, don't know who eliminated her. Uh, Becky Lynch, who was eliminated by Bailey. Tegan Knox, who was eliminated by Asuka. Then, of course, number 17 was Asuka. She was, uh, I guess this is the look she had when she wrestled in Japan. Uh, Not that familiar with it, but I do remember seeing videos of her dressed up like this. Don't know the whole storyline and all that. Uh, Piper Niven came in. I guess consider this a surprise entrance. She ain't been seen in a while, but she was eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez, Tamina, Chelsea Green, and she didn't last long at all. Uh, in fact, I think it was like Corey was wanting to make fun of her husband, uh, Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder. But she was eliminated quickly by Rhea Ripley. Uh, Zelina Vega dressed up like one of the Street Fighters, which looked pretty cool. But she was eliminated by Lacey Evans, who was using the Cobra Clutch. I guess she's going for the military version or the female version of Sergeant Slaughter, I think, but not calling herself a drill sergeant. Uh, Mia Yim will come in. She was eliminated by Piper. Michelle Rodriguez, take two. Michelle McCool, who was just sitting there with the two kids in the audience. As I said, she was just sitting there with the kids enjoying the show, and her music hit name got called, so she jumped right in there. But she wound up being eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Indy Hartwell, another powerhouse here. Uh, man, looks like we got a good crop of ladies here coming from NXT. Anyway, she was eliminated by Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville was eliminated by Asuka. Shotzi was eliminated by Mia Yim. Nikki Cross by Liv Morgan. And the big surprise return, I guess, no pun intended, was Nia Jax. And she pretty much got eliminated by everyone who was in the ring by that time after the Riptide. Now, me personally, I love this finish. I thought this finish was as perfectly executed as you could do it. Basically, Liv Morgan, Asuka, and Rhea Ripley were on the apron. They all got put over the top rope by each other basically. Asuka was aiming the blue mist at Rhea Ripley because they were trading strikes, but Rhea ducked. Rhea then went kicked Asuka off the apron, eliminated Asuka. Um, Now Liv Morgan is blinded here, but she was able to hit the toe breaker on Rhea Ripley, and it looked like Rhea Ripley was going to be goners, but she used those long legs of hers and put Liv Morgan in a head scissor, flipped her over, eliminated Liv Morgan, and your winner, and going to WrestleMania to face either Charlotte Flair or Bianca Belair, which I think I'd rather see her and Bianca Belair tied up. That's just my opinion. Uh, anyway, it's Rhea Ripley. And of course, the main event of the night was for the undisputed WWE Championship. The champion Roman Reigns defending against Kevin Owens. There's a little bit, good build up, good story going along. We'll get to that soon, but I really did not see the purpose of the. Uh, I'm not familiar with Hardy. The people in the audience seemed to like him. I really have something like this either beginning the show or the pre-show, not the for the main event. Come on, uh, let's keep it going here. But anyway, get off my soapbox there. Basically, this match was a back and forth thing from the get go. Reigns would have the advantage first. Then Owens came back, hit a frog splash from the apron onto Reigns on the floor. Then he threw him in the ring, got on top rope, and hit another frog splash. Had two count off that. Uh, I always joked around like, I think the frog splash should have been his finishing move. A guy his particular size hitting a frog splash and it looked good, and only get two counts out of it. Come on, that should be a finisher. Uh, okay, go ahead, audience. Tell me this ain't 1980s. Shut the hell up. Of course, we'll get a ref bump here, and the usual ref bump stuff here. Owens will hit his finisher, and the crowd's doing the count. Uh, Reigns will get his wits about him, low blow. But in the ending moments of the match, Reigns would really turn it up. He would spear Owens right through the barricade, and the announce team was paying close attention to Sami Zayn. Uh, his reactions to what was happening to Kevin Owens and Reigns and during the match, they were quite, paying particular attention to. Uh, Even during the course of the match, I think it was after a ref bump. Roman Reigns, hey, told Sami Zayn to get me a chair, and Sami Zayn was, hesitated and bumbled around and finally got a chair and threw it in there, but it's too late. Owens got his wits about him, and the match continued. But after that, Reigns would just totally demolish him. Uh, Kevin Owens was outside the ring, and Sami Zayn was like telling him, "Hey, just stay down, stop, can't go on." But he stood up, and Roman Reigns pretty much speared him to the barricade, pulling him back out, uh, dragged him around, got him on the steps, like shoved him, back of the head first against the steps a couple times. Uh, got back in the ring. I think the last thing Kevin Owens could give was a slap, and he ate another spear, and that was the end of the match. Their winner, and still the Universal Champion, is Roman Reigns. But there's more to this. Now, here's where the real story of the match took place. The Usos pretty much, picked Kevin Owens up and just kept giving him a whooping. I mean, they handcuffed him, roped him up some more, a series of super kicks, double super kicks. Uh, then at one time, Roman Reigns had the chair and was going to tattoo him with the chair, but Sami Zayn, within a eyelash, stopped Reigns by getting between him and Kevin Owens, and kind of was like, hey, dude, you don't need to do this. You don't do this. You're better than this. And Roman Reigns was like, okay, you're right. You do it. And, he kind of hesitated. He hauled around. Reigns would get in his face and looked like Zayn was going to do it. But it's almost like the story of Roman Reigns' life. As soon as he turned around, Sami Zayn whacked him from behind with a chair. Uh, then he faced the rest of the bloodline and dropped a chair. And Jimmy Uso started it. He gave him the initial super kick. Gave him a whooping. Of course, Solo came in. He's the execution. He's the enforcer. He's the executioner. Gave him that the moment of spite. The only one that didn't lay a hand on him was Jey Uso. He seemed pretty torn and didn't know what to do. Then he just climbed out of the ring and walked to the back and got a great ovation from the fans. Who didn't get a good ovation from the fans was Roman Reigns, who, pardon my language here, the crowd pretty much said, you the whole time. I need to get one of those buttons here. Yeah, they say the Roman Reigns. Uh, they laid them out. They were both laid out in the middle of the ring. Uh, Reigns picked the flowers out of the thing and spread it on him. Tore his shirt, the Honorary Uce shirt, and draped it on him. Just let them land. Let them both land. They were just battered and bruised, but that's pretty much how this pay per view ended. Like I said, I think the ending of the match pretty much was the story of the match. And man, it it definitely told a heck of a story. It made this whole storyline made people actually care about Sami Zayn. You gotta remember he was a heel, so even as a heel, him doing all goofy stuff made the fans love him. And this was the official changing from Sami Zayn being a heel to now a babyface. So, uh, and that's pretty good stuff. I mean, that's pretty good writing, booking, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, throughout the event was pretty good. Uh, they didn't give a whole lot to uh, the the lights out match or the Raw Women's Championship match. Uh, they told their own story in their own way. They did, comment on those were fine. Uh, I mean, I wouldn't say they were total squashes, but uh, I mean, the lights out match was pretty much 80-20 Bray Wyatt. The Raw Women's Championship match was probably a 60-40, 70-30 for Bianca Belair. But yeah. Anyway, that concludes this special Royal Rumble recap show. Like I said, if you guys enjoy, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I think there's a dislike button if you dislike it. Hit the dislike. Hey, it's America. You got a choice. And other than that, I'll catch you guys later. You folks take it easy.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife and Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife and Natural.